Zach Merritt isn't going anywhere. 3 first rounders were put forward 3 times. Essendon came back and said, look, if you really want him, we've told you the whole time we're not getting rid of him. Come with something more. How about 4 first rounders? Hawthorn said no. Tom Petro goes off, starts spraying the Hawthorn room. We just saw. This is unbelievable for Essendon to say, hey, we hear your offers, but we like fuck you more because we don't like you on the field and we now really hate you more off the field. Coming for our captain? Screw you guys. And now he's going to walk back into the club he's going to lose his captaincy for sure. You can bet your ass, day one, Brad's taking that thing off and giving it to anyone in the room that he sees can just have it. I fucking love how much these two teams hate each other. It's unreal. It goes deeper and just further in the football field. Give them to us round 1 and give us 8 quarters. Because what we're going to have here is just guys beating the shit out of each other. Because of everything that's gone down in the trade period. This is great. This is great. Just shithousery banned by Blake here. Just doesn't give a rat's ass about this. He's ready to go. Line the sand game is all the way back.
Welcome back wherever you are and however you're listening to us. Thanks for doing football with us. Thanks for tuning in, whether it be here, YouTube, socials. Thank you for allowing us to do what we do, and that's bring football to you. It's a great job in the world.
Very lucky.
It. We're very lucky. We love it. Thanks for just riding with us all the time. What a crazy time to be alive. I mean, yesterday was one of the all-time trade periods.
Yeah.
You look back at this and go, where were you when the best trade period of all time went down? It was just chaos yesterday, the final 2 hours, the weird opening up a trade period at 2:30 p.m.
Yep.
League knew what they were doing with that. They knew at 2:30, 7:30, we're going to get the ratings through the roof, the listenerships just flying through the door, and it was chaos.
What made it so good for you?
I think it's just like, Tom Petro made it amazing.
That's true.
Tom Petro had one of the worst days of all time. But I think it was just one of those ones where you knew things were happening, but also Essendon not budging at all. Hawthorn trying to come up with something. Carlton going back to City saying, try again. Then them getting Ollie Florent for steak knives and that whole workings of that. Then Charlie leaving lad. Big names were just moving around. It was unreal. Mm-hmm. Like even Ross the Boss just staying firm on Rowan Marshall, then getting rid of Jack Steele. Like a lot of stuff went down in a trade period that normally things are clear cut. A lot of the deals always go through, it feels, especially with superstars. Zach Merritt not moving. Like, just a lot of storylines. Jamal Ugahagen, pick 1, then goes for pick 74. Mm-hmm. Clary, just a lot of storylines out of it. Mm-hmm. It was a great day.
Shit, Trac, forgot about that.
Trac's now out of here, taking his pots and pans to the Gold Coast. Like, it was a really, really big day. And I tell you, he was working the hardest on trade period. Tom Petro's legs for sure.
Yes.
Also, whoever had the job of just photoshopping the new Guernseys on players that were being traded, credit to you. That seems like a hard job to do, to get that right. They worked harder than anyone.
That is tough. I have mucked around with Photoshop before, and that's not easy, especially when there's a time crunch.
Yeah, when you're on the clock. That's a tough gig as well. So I didn't watch your debut on the Renegade show. Getting some feedback. You want to walk us through it?
What's been said?
You can't hit the stumps for shit.
Yeah. That's probably pretty accurate. Yeah.
And you flirted with Dyson Heppel.
Yeah, quite. Yeah, I'll cop both those things, to be honest.
Okay.
Renegades Recruit, 7+. You can check it out every Tuesday.
Yep.
The first episode was just the one challenge because there was a bit of let's meet our contestants vibe. So it picks, my efforts pick up in the later episodes because there's a little bit more within my wheelhouse. But the first one was, hit the stumps from 3 different spots. Mm-hmm. Tough.
Yeah.
It's weirdly hard.
I get it.
No, not for some of the other people in the show, but for me, it was really deceptively close. So you
think it'd be easy.
You think it'd be easy, but I can throw it. Of
Were
course,
you throwing with intent though, or were you just trying to be nice about it? Because I think if you go, you got to go.
Maybe I was lacking intent.
Yeah. Just if you're going to literally have a throw at the stumps.
Yeah.
By saying you may as well just do it physically as hard as you can.
Yeah. So I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard at the moment. After one episode.
So that's not good for the brand at all. No. As a brand here together, that's not good for us.
I come into my own. Don't worry about that. Check it out.
Tune in.
I definitely, you can vote. So I might lose everything
and still win this thing. Stephen Bradbury.
Yeah.
We can make that work. I think with the community here, it'd be a great year for you then. 2-time DDA winner, insert of the year, popped up everywhere it seems this year, and then to win that as well.
Yeah.
Massive by you.
I feel so. I'm also playing for a local club.
Sorry?
So like,
You're playing cricket?
no, sorry, no. As in, if I win, I represent a club, and I don't know like how rapt they were watching.
But never found out it was you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. We'll get you over the line.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, get around it. It's good.
Will. A lot of things were gotten around us out of last episode, just to do some housekeeping. A lot of roller door experts out there. I did not realize how many people listen to this podcast that either work in the roller door industry or just are general handymen and women.
Yes.
People saying, "Oh, your central spring's broken, duh."
Well, I liked you didn't even really say what was wrong with
I
it.
haven't said what's wrong. I said it's just absolutely cooked. Everyone goes, easy. I deal with roller doors all the time. I know it's a central spring or some weird thing like that. I was
All
like,
you
guys,
have to do is...
yeah, just latch it back on. The chain must have come off the chain. Guys, it's absolutely cooked. We've got a temporary fence holding up our garage door.
Yeah.
My car almost got decapitated on the way in.
You would have had to be quick. Like,
We have to be quick. So you have to push it up and hope it balances. And if you don't get it at the right time, that thing comes down hard on your car.
Yeah.
So my car's in all sorts now. And we're still no closer to fixing this thing. We're just running the absolute gauntlet with it. Every day by day. Someone's going to break their neck.
Oh, yeah.
It's now a HR issue with our roller door. I saw someone reach out and say, hey, I'm actually, again, not surprising now at all.
Yeah.
I'm in the roller door industry. I would happily come around and fix that thing. But now I want to get to the bottom of it.
Yes, correct.
So I now want to fix it because everyone else knows all these things about roller doors. Let me be that guy.
I had no idea, not only do we have so many people who listen that work in the industry, but so many people in general that work in the industry.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah, a lot of people.
It is a fizzing industry, the roller door world.
It's great. Yeah, maybe we should venture into roller doors.
Well,
those roller doors could be a new thing for us as well. So we had that, and then we got to the bottom of the rock, paper, scissors situation as well. So I've worked out we're all doing different systems in our country, in our great country. We've got people in WA doing scissors, paper, rock, or paper, scissors, rock. SA is rock, paper, scissors. I learned that.
Yeah.
Queensland is scissors, paper, rock.
Yeah.
And then I think they're going scissors, paper, rock, shoot.
Right.
Which I realise I do. I don't say shoot though.
No.
I go rock, paper, scissors. So I've got the hand underneath.
Yeah.
And then when the hand goes after rock, paper, scissors, then you go rock, paper, scissors.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. I must admit as well, I don't think I do rock first. When I listen back, I think I'm paper first.
Oh my God. Of course you are.
No, I think that's not... paper, scissors, rock. I think I do that.
Someone said they play boulder, scribe, razors or something like that. I was like, no, you don't. You don't do that as well.
Sure.
Okay, so we got to the bottom of it. We're all doing different systems. Now, I don't know which is the right or wrong system. WA... a lot of people from WA say, no, it's actually scissors, paper, rock, or whatever they do over there. And also, it's Palmer. We know that you guys say Palmo.
Yeah.
So whatever you're doing in WA, we know it's just weird and different. We get it now, completely.
Going there for the first time next week.
You got a wedding. You're planning a whole wedding.
Yeah, wedding coordinator.
Great. Well, you'll like that join up.
So I'll get to the bottom of it all. Maybe that's what I'll do.
I'm going to Queensland next week.
Look at us.
Yeah, look at us just venturing around. So I'll get to the bottom of Queensland there.
Where are you going in Queensland?
Just going to the Gold Coast. Yeah, the return.
Am I reading anything into that? That's interesting timing.
Might be getting back with the ex. Who knows? They do look very attractive at the moment, the Gold Coast Suns.
Man, they're
what they're
terrifying
doing,
now.
they're scary. Let's unpack just everything that happened because a lot did go down yesterday. Just so much. It was really a shitstorm.
Sure.
Inside AFL House at Marvel Stadium. Like, there were people running around. We had camera. For the first time, or maybe we had it last year, cameras inside the rooms. A lot of opening and closing tabs by teams that weren't doing much. So a lot of like, hey, I'm playing chess. I just sent you a move, but we have to make it. Like when you go to work and it's one of those ones where you just have to be seen.
Sure.
That's what it felt like for your North Melbournes, your Western Bulldogs, your Eagles. Just being there. And it got to about 3. And I was like, pub.
I think especially for those like WA teams that just weren't doing anything, they're definitely going. Now I've found a place that's. They reckon that specials start at 3.
Cocktails are on it. Okay, we can get there. We can make it. It's not like a 10-minute walk as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on as well. And also from even like a St Kilda who did all their work early.
Yeah.
It was really Ross the boss just making sure no one trade Royal Marshall. That was why he was there. Because he is running the whole club right now. He was just there to make sure no one mucks up his plans that he's got in his own head.
Totally get it.
So I get it. But the big story was Zach Merritt. Like, this is crazy. He's now locked up at Essendon. Just remember, very much like a life sentence, you are now here forever.
Yeah.
The whole situation is just weird, bizarre, awkward, all these things. Their captain has been trying to get out of the club for months now. We know that. Leaked before the Brownlow. Found out who the leak was as well. I don't know about that. We'll get to that soon. Then wins his 6th BNF. Does this weird ChatGPT kind of farewell speech, wishing you all the best. Very awkward and just really weird in front of everyone. Then Hawthorn also letting the world know that they need an A-grade midfielder to make them better. Sam Mitchell came out and said, if we have this same team next year, we probably won't even make the 8. So they put all their eggs in his basket to get him to the club. Then with 36 hours to go, so haven't spoken to each other. They've seen the stuff on socials, in the paper, and the TV that Zach Merrett's not happy. Nothing official. 36 hours to go. Hawthorn then put a deal on the table and say, hey, you've got 36 hours, obviously in the trade period, but we're giving you a 7 p.m. deadline. When did you start making the rules around here, Hawthorn? You're giving us a deal with 36 hours to go when you've had 10 days. And the first deal they put on the table was pick 9, a future first, a second round this year or next year, and Henry Huswaite. Now, Henry Huswaite, he's a good player. I think he's okay. He's pretty solid in VFL. He's come in and got a few opportunities. He's just stayed nice. That's a classic Fugazi move, Hawthorn. So Essendon weren't like, okay, we kind of can work maybe with some of this stuff. Henry, I'm not really sure what we're trying to do here. We haven't really inquired about him at all. So he was thrown in there. On top of that, they tell Essendon obviously a 7 p.m. deadline. And it was reported the first offer they put forward, Hawthorn to Essendon. Essendon didn't even respond to it. The absolute disrespect to not even acknowledge it or respond in any way is hilarious. It's so funny that you don't even want to acknowledge. It's a massive screw you to not even go back, because I think all the trades, Matt Rosa said that all the trades pop up in their little system. So when they go in every morning, inboxes will be full of trade requests. That form have to go through the league, and the league ticks it off, and then it goes to the club. So Matt Rosa walks in one day and goes, oh, my inbox has something in it. I know exactly what this will be. They gave that. Hawthorn gave that to him with 36 hours to go. So he looks at it and says, no, obviously. They say, screw you. Hawthorn then say, okay, we hear you again. How about this offer? Pick 10, pick 22, 2026 future, and first, and then Henry again. Okay, what? really
pushing Henry.
Really want to push Henry? Like, what was Henry got something wrong with him, or
Very uncomfortable, especially if Essendon have never mentioned him.
Yeah, no,
like,
yeah.
Mate, we're good.
Very confused. We don't really we don't need Henry. We're good with this. And in return, they want a merit and a future third rounder as well. So obviously, Essendon said, we know, no way. Turned it down. It's our captain. And if you think we're going to take that, we're absolutely not. So Essendon turned it down again by the end of trade line. We saw all the vision that came out of Tom Petrora late there. So for them to turn it down, 3 first rounders for their captain. Andrew Welsh has the biggest balls of all time. Hey, well done, Andrew, for finally helping this club grow a spine and some balls. For him to do that, came into the role not long ago, last month, and his first thing that was put on his plate was this absolute shit sandwich, which was a Zach Merrett's situation. And he said this about it, I think literally on the day that he was appointed the new president.
He's playing at Essendon. And I hear, well, he's made this call, it's not recoverable, how can he get... Football clubs are amazing places of forgiveness and embracement. And I can guarantee you day one of pre-season with Zach that things will be resolved and he will be the very best footballer, the very best champion player that he's been for the club and will continue to be.
So you can't say he didn't lie, because he said it. That was his first thing as president to do. And that is, if he had gone back on that as a new president of a big club, said he's not going to trade him and there's trade him, there's no going back. Like, you would have lost all your respect from your fans, your members, from the team itself, front office. That is a big, for him to stand by it and say it, I respect it. I don't think I agree with it, because they may have shot themselves in the foot here. And I think a lot of Essendon fans, on one hand, are happy about, being stern, especially because they hate Hawthorn's guts. But also, 3 first rounds for a 30-year-old. To knock that back, given your club's in rebuild mode, it's a massive play.
Yeah, and I think when we heard that, we were totally expecting a flip, right? Because when you look
100%.
at it, it was like, oh, here we go. Because I know that Carlton didn't speak like this, but it sort of similar, right? They were like, no way, Charlie's not going. He went, right? So I'm really impressed.
I respect it. We haven't seen this.
No.
I haven't seen firstly, like 3 first rounds for a 30-year-old is absurd behaviour. And when a superstar is at the top wants out, normally the club just says, look, this is the best we're going to get for him. It's 3 first rounders. Let's let it happen. Happen with the Trac, happen with Charlie. That kind of now has set the tone for any superstar who wants to get out of their contract. The benchmark is 3 first rounders. For Essendon to see Trac and Charlie go for 3 first rounders and then say, nah, still.
But they were hiding in plain sight. They said the whole time.
And I like that they said that. Welshie said that. Then Matt Rosa said that when he walked in the day one of trade period. He's like, Sure, we'll listen to them, but
Yeah.
it's not happening.
Yeah.
It just will not happen. So you can't say they didn't lie to you. Like, they just stuck to their guns,
Yeah.
and they have a plan for him, obviously, as well. So the whole messaging from the club here and from Andrew, the new president, and Matt Rosen, list management here, front office, players, that is now a message that, hey, we're not mucking around anymore.
No.
I'm a $500 million man. I could be out developing properties.
Yeah.
In some poor guy's backyard right now. I could buy him out and squash all his life belongings.
Oh.
But I'm right here. Well, he's a developer.
No, that's true. Yeah.
He says, I'm here to turn this absolute shit show around.
Yeah.
We've been copping shit for 21 years. Haven't done nothing for a long time. We're always the brunt of the joke. No more. When I say something, it gets done. And I respect the brand new Essendon attitude, if that's the way they're going to go down.
Because also, I'm pretty surprised when you look at it that, I always feel like these deals will get over the line when you look at, is there anything else for this player to do for the club? Like, you look at Trac and you go, you know what? That's actually perfect. They've won a flag. They've done a lot.
Yeah.
They've used their... And now you get something for him. Great. You look at Merritt and you're like, well, he's not really going to... What's he going to be able to achieve
Yeah.
at Essendon?
I know.
So, let him go.
So the news came back that apparently Hawthorn got a reply from Essendon, and Essendon said, if you really want merit, then you have to give up 4 first-round picks and a future second.
Sure.
Now you're just fucking with them. It's a real, we hate each other on the field, but we're just going to mess with you and probably hate you more off the field. Come on.
Did they ask for Henry as well in that?
Henry was actually taken off the table for some reason. So as I said, I respect it. For them to knock it back 3 first rounds for a 30-year-old is unbelievable scenes. It's wild. One guy who mucked up the whole thing, and I would, if I'm Zach, I'm blaming this guy, Tom Petroro. Couple things here. Firstly, poor Tom Petroro did about 40,000 steps yesterday up and down that corridor. Someone get the man a line bike. Like, can we make this somehow easier for him? Because he was storming up and down corridors for 5 hours. It was a lot to take in. He's had a bad day yesterday with his steps. You just know he's got DOMs.
Oh.
You know his quads, his calves, his hammies, his glutes, his knee joints are just aching. So he's woken up with that. No doubt he'll have a hangover because he would have gone for a drink for sure.
Oh, anxiety be through the roof.
Anxiety
right now
through the roof. He's now to call Zach. He's now to call Brad Scott and Essendon. Now going to call Hawthorn to mend all the bridges he very much burnt yesterday when he came in like a hurricane into the room. So let's unpack what he's done here. So his whole process, the way he's managed this, isn't fully to blame because Hawthorn and Essendon ultimately have to come to a deal to make it work.
Yep.
But the way he's advised and managed Zach, I'd be filthy if I'm Zach. So to not actually nominate Hawthorn, but to drip feed stuff out about Essendon and their standards and their culture and why Zach might want out, wink, wink, we're trying to pretty much say the thing without saying the thing. Then to nominate Hawthorn with 36 hours to go, a guy who is the captain of Essendon, when you've had 10 days to do it. 10 days for at least, if you had given them at the start of Monday, hey, look, guys, here's what we're at. You've got a couple of days here to work this out. It's better than 36 hours and then the 7 p.m. deadline. Like, that is just horrible mismanagement when all along you've wanted to get out of there. And then he gets in front of trade radio cameras and starts making these weird... He delivered a speech. Again, it felt like he'd been taken hostage by the situation and now is making demands, or he had a hostage and was making demands at Essendon. It was very weird. This is what he said.
Deal to get to Hawthorn.
Zach really wants to be a Hawthorn footballer. So he's all in on this. It's been a difficult 5 or 6 week period, and his instruction to me is to try and get him to Hawthorn this afternoon.
How's he feeling, and where's he watching on from?
He's at home.
He's at Hawthorn.
He's motivated to get to Hawthorn. He's in a position where he feels like he's given his all to the Essendon Footy Club over the last 12 years. He's never wavered. He's brought it all out, but he needs a fresh start, and he wants to chase success at Hawthorn.
What are the chances now of it actually happening? Do you see a way where Essendon would allow it to happen?
Yeah, I'm going to go in and have some conversations now, but Hawthorn are looking at different alternates, things that they can throw up. I guess the reality for me is I've been lucky enough to be in this game for 23 years. I've never seen a deal like this for a 30-year-old. 2 first rounds, a second-round pick. It's massive collateral. And for a club that is in a phase where they're focusing on youth, I would have thought, 3 top picks is probably better than a 30-year-old to take the club forward. But that's what we'll work through this afternoon.
So one of the comments on here goes, poor guy should be in active wear for the amount of running back and forth he's done between Essendon and Hawks rooms as well. So this is, for him to come out and say that, it's pretty strong words to Essendon when he knows they're opening and closing tabs 3 doors down. So he says that. So this is all part of the bundle of just the shit that I think he fumbled here with this deal.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for Tom because I know that, Zach wants out, but also, Tom, you signed to a long-term contract knowing he's the captain of the club. If you're a captain of a club, you're there for the long haul. You just are now once you become captain of that footy club. And all afternoon, he's storming up and down corridors. Should have got a line bike. Should have worn his Ackies wear. And then about 7:21 with 9 minutes to go, the whole offer falls through. Tom storms into Hawthorn's room. He points viciously. Now, poor Jared Ruffhead just copped an absolute drive-by. And Ruffy's sitting there going, I've got literally nothing to do with this, mate. Don't come for me like that. So when you have 10 days and then give him 36 hours to work with, what do you think's going to happen?
Yeah.
So the way he managed the whole thing from start to finish has just been an absolute mess. And then at 7:29, we saw him first to go off at Ruffy and then to text Damien Barrett, who's covering trade period, who's on live TV, after everyone's seen you storm in, point the finger, throw your wallet, have a go at Ruffy, to then text Damien Barrett something along lines of they're asking too much, tell them to accept the deal. When Damo's reading it out and feels pretty awkward reading what's in the text message, left a lot of stuff out. No doubt there's a lot of swear words in there for sure. You're now a rat too. So you're the rat that was leaking all the stuff out. So not only have you butchered a deal, you're now ratting out what Essendon are doing to a reporter and now making every other manager look like a rat. Tom Petroro's getting sacked for sure. He's getting sacked by Zach Merritt. He's getting sacked by Brad Scott, which he manages. I think he also manages Craig Voss or something like that. So there's no way Tom Petroro can manage those guys going forward anymore. He absolutely fumbled everything.
I totally get that the managers need to be there on the day, but I don't think they should have that sort of access. It's not his place.
He came, I agree. It's a deal between the two clubs. I get the manager has to be there to say, look, this is what's happening. Go and do this. Maybe you should do that. And kind of communicate between the two clubs. And, hey, my player wants to do this. He really wants this. Just reinforcing this. But you don't control Clubland. No. You control your player. And the fact that your player signed a long-term deal and you knew he's the captain, and then you probably, you backed him to the corner, Tom Petroro, because you have no choice. Once your player says they want out, then you've got to do it for him.
Yeah.
That's literally your job. But the way you got, just manage it better. Because it could have been a situation where Essendon probably would have looked at something if you were just straight up from the start, coming towards the end of the season, or the end of the season, look, Zach has given everything he can here. He really wants to get out. We can make a deal work here. Let's manage this thing together. But then the leaking and this weird, storming up down corridors and sweating and not being in activewear and all this stuff and pointing. And now you've now pissed off two teams, Zach Merritt and Brad Scott, and you've blown everything up.
You got to be pretty sure that your player can move if you're going to make it that messy.
Yeah.
If you're gonna mess it up that bad, it's so ugly, the whole thing, right? So you got to know that he's good.
It's good to go.
He's going.
It's good to go.
Because now, what the fuck are we going to witness next year?
Well, now
this is going to be fascinating.
Now it's all awkward because either Tom Petroro is not going to manage Zach Merritt, which if I'm Zach Merritt, get that guy out of anywhere near you.
Yeah.
Get his ass out of town. Get someone else because this whole thing has lost you your captaincy. It's lost you the move to Hawthorn. You now have to walk back into the hangar day one, see front office, see the players, knowing that you're not the captain. And I don't even know how you break that ice. It's oh, guys, bloody Tom's funny, isn't he?
I didn't even really want to go.
Classic Tom.
Yeah.
Just storming and pointing at Ruffy. God, I gave it to Hawthorn. I really did. Yeah. So that's now an awkward situation because he can't be captain.
Nope.
He's not going to be captain, so now he's just a superstar in their team, and it's going to be really weird because I know Essendon will put all their energy into just getting around Zach and saying, okay, well, this has happened. Let's try and turn your whole mood and vibe around this place, and hopefully you want to be here for at least another season until he definitely has another crack to get out of there. But I now, after all this, I cannot wait for these two to play each other round one.
Oh.
The league needs to give us Hawthorn Essendon round one. Straight off the bat. Because we've got Line in the Sand Part 2 going down.
Yeah.
And Blake Hardwick's he's all in on it. He's on Instagram.
Yeah.
The Essendon logo with Alcatraz. Saying that joint's a prison. Nick Watson commenting saying, not wrong. This is going to be awesome. It's going to be unreal. It's going to be the first time, I think, where there's an all-in brawl between Hawthorn and Essendon, and you'll see a player on Essendon beating the shit out of his own teammates. Zach Merritt just throwing haymakers to Ben Mackay. Just Isaac Gagger's going to get a knee in the back of the head. It'll be Zach Merritt. And then in that game, it'd be Zach Merritt just forgetting which way Essendon are going. And just lacing out Jack Gunston. Like, oh, sorry guys, I forgot we're going the other way. It's going to be extraordinary.
Or will it be a little bit of a fizzer in the sense that, I can guarantee you if Zach had gone to Hawthorn, then that would have been a game for the ages.
Yep.
But because he hasn't, it's a bit like, what will happen in that game? Like, it's a bit awkward.
It's
right?
all very weird. Like, do Essendon fans boo him? Have we got a season of booing coming up?
I reckon they will.
All
It's
I know,
Essendon.
yeah,
They will.
all I know is Hawthorn and Essendon fans that game. If Tom Petroro comes to the screen, boo him
Yes.
because it's pretty
Now
rare.
that we can agree on.
Pretty rare that you piss off two fan bases.
Yeah.
As a player manager, and he's done the unthinkable. So I think like the easiest fix here for the players that are in contract, and if you want to get out of your long-term contract, and you're not sure about what your team can be, or if you should sign this long-term contract, if your team is arse, and you know they're going to be arse for a long time, and you're happy with that situation, then sign a long-term contract and don't go back on it. But if you think that I want to be on a good team that's not arse, or maybe this team could be good, but you're having some doubts, then sign your 2-3 years. Stop signing 6, 7, 8 years. Whoever's advising those, I think this will be now scary for superstars to sign these long-term and potentially the death of long-term contracts for good players, because Charlie Curnow, Christian Petrarca, Zach Merritt, different results, but same just annoying processes where clubs now sell their future for the now, when 3-4 years ago their future was that play in their colours. So we'll see. I'm having a hard time knowing if I feel bad for Zach or if I don't, because it was so badly managed and he is a captain, he signed the contract.
Well, if your manager, Eddie, that was a big move for you, I'd feel bad for you if he dropped the ball, right? Like, it wouldn't be your fault necessarily. No. Like, he'd be advising you on how to handle this thing. Yeah. So I do feel bad for him.
Well, especially with this, when you see Robbie Durazio
Yeah.
and Paul Connors and other player agents who got Trac and Charlie and other players out of their contracts and moved clubs, then to be like, okay, well, I know Essendon being difficult, but to give them the small time frame, this weird threat and the leaking stuff, like, that's a manager that's done that. That's not club. Like, clubs are pretty forgiving and they're pretty good. They know that players control everything. So I'd be filthy. I'd be absolutely filthy. So, and thanks also for Essendon on this, because as we're saying, players have the control and the power in their contracts. If they want to move, they normally just move outside this weird Zach Merritt situation. But for Essendon to now show clubs, hey, like, this crazy thing can happen, you can just say no. Yeah. Kind of thing.
There's this piece of paper that he signed, he reckons.
You won't believe this. He's actually got his, like, fresh ink on it.
Yeah.
So, prison sort of thing. Like, you don't have to do this. So, for them to do that, that shows the league. Like, you can just now just keep them here forever. And they will be very unhappy here.
Having said that, though, it could... I've got this feeling that it's going to be so uncomfortable next year that it'll do a flip. And sort of like, you'll look at it and go, look, clubs, you can physically do this, but look at what it'll cost you, like, culture-wise.
True. Well, we saw what we just seen with Melbourne.
Yeah.
They did it with Trac and Clary. They couldn't move that different because they couldn't move those massive monster contracts they have this year. But last year, Trac and Clary, they didn't want to be there.
No.
Absolutely didn't want to be there. And it cost the culture, which Stephen King has now come in and cleaned up. So you see that example. Does that happen with Essendon right now? We'll wait and see. Does he come in there and try and maybe win the fans back? He's the captain, or for now, he's the captain. He's a great player. He's their best player.
Yeah.
So it's just one to watch and how that all plays out day one of preseason.
Who's your captain now, do you think?
Honestly,
McGrath, maybe?
No. A lot of fans don't want McGrath as their
Really?
captain. I couldn't tell you who their captain is. Is it like Durham is probably the next in line, but he's still too inexperienced and young for that. It can't be Merritt. It probably will be McGrath.
Oh, it has to.
It has to. It's just the only one that comes to the top of my head right now, McGrath. Like, maybe it just is.
Yeah.
Or you just give it to, like, Nate Caddy and just say, fuck it. So, no, do you want to be here for a long time? Kind of, all right. It's really like let's just play a game for who wants this thing. Let's spin a roulette wheel and just see who wants it. Who it lands on, they can have it. So that's how it played out. A lot of play out there still, Zach Merritt, and over the next few days and months coming in the season, how he walks back into that building and when the captaincy gets stripped off him, because it will for sure. But a guy who did get his wish just walked all over Carlton, got what he wanted, was Charlie Curnow. So a guy that will be remembered at the Blues for kicking like a lot of goals in those 2 years where he won back-to-back Colemans, and now also a bit of a Judas. Bit of a Judas. Sydney just like... Both teams win, but Sydney got a guy who makes them really good right now. Like, he is a superstar, and on that ground, when he marks that ball on a wing, and he's famous, his little famous little 3 steps and swing around and have a shot from what was 50 the MCG on that ground, the wing, he's kicking 150 goals. Like, he's going to dominate up there. So the deal got done. Sydney shoot themselves into like weekly win the flag territory again right now. Swans get Charlie Curnow, picks 31, 42, and Carlton's future second. Blues get Will Hayward, first round pick this year, first round pick next year, and a first round pick in 2027. So Swans getting rid of, Swans, you're getting rid of those first round picks because you just know that you don't really need them because you've got an academy full of Charlie Horsewaters just running around.
Yeah.
And no one knows who they are or what they are. And then you get them for like a second round pick, or you match in the late 40s, 50s, 60s, or you just take them with those picks. You don't need futures or first round picks when you've got an academy full of Charlie Horsewaters. And I hope they change the academy name to that.
Yeah.
The Charlie Horsewater Academy.
Yeah.
That'd be fitting for sure. So this is big. Like, it's a massive deal. It's one of the biggest deals we've had in our game. The Swans just get a huge piece into their premiership puzzle. Big Cox now literally has this new and improved team. I know it's only Charlie Curnow, but that forward line looks totally different. They get it into him and he'll just go to work. They also added Jai Sarong from Hawthorn, won Hawthorn's VFL BNF 2 years in a row now. So they get some pieces there that make them really, really good. They can win it right now. Every Bloods fan would be, I can see us holding up the Premiership Cup next year. A place where they've struggled to win. Have no trouble getting there, but when they do get to that big stage, they do choke it up. But now with Charlie Curnow, puts him right in the driver's seat here. So he's still like the best forward in the game. I think his delivery at Carlton was absolute dog shit. He got to a point where he just knew they were kicking it on his head, trying to bring literally rain down with the ball. And he got into this weird kind of mode where he could only mark the ball when it was 1-on-1 and he had to just win a contested mark. But now he can lead, and he's got Errol Gordon, Isaac Heaney, Chad Warner, all these like pieces around him that can actually kick the ball and hit him on the chest. He's going to go nuts up there. It's going to be unbelievable. I saw this tweet by Alex. It says, Charlie Curnow won't know what hit him when that Errol Gordon tracer bullet hits him on the chest. In round 1, you just
He's going to have chest awareness for sure.
Yeah, he'll run out and go, oh, fuck, what was that? On the chest. Charlie Curnow's going to go to the physio after round 1 and go, hey, I don't know what's happened, but just my chest just has a massive, like, Sharon bruise on it. I've never experienced it before. Normally, like, my shoulders are sore from everyone jumping on me, but do I, like, ice this thing?
He's got to be careful.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how to fix the chest because it keeps getting laced out. It's a whole new world for Charlie. Charlie's going to go nuts up there. It's crazy. It's great. So,
how are you feeling after, sleeping on it all?
I feel pretty good. Okay. I feel okay. Like, I'm like not like Esther fans, but if some guy doesn't want to be at your club, then don't keep him there.
Sure.
It's not good. I've looked at Melbourne. That has been toxic for a long time. If Charlie doesn't want to be there, which he clearly doesn't, and his relationship is so bad with Michael Voss, then just move it on and get the best deal you can. I think this was the best deal that you can. Like, we bring in 3 first-round picks and Will Hayward, a guy who's good to go right now, and then get Ollie Flon on the side of this thing. Like, it is what it is. Do I like how Charlie went about the whole thing? Absolutely not. Do I feel bad for Paddy Cripps, who has captained this team for a long time and he's eaten shit, and everyone who's bought into the team and helped build their careers out and shouldered the load for most of the time he's been there, and said publicly that I wanted to build this thing from the ground up, and everyone was buying in, and Charlie bought in for a 4-year deal, and now he wants out. I don't like that. Screams a bit like a Judas. Screams a bit like, hey, when it's too hard, I'm out of here. But I get the business side of that for Charlie to go up there, new market, new team, and go and do what he needs to do. Like, I totally get it. So I feel okay.
Okay.
I was upset immediately.
I can imagine.
But now I've calmed down for sure, and it's just like, okay, well, I have a serious hate watch coming up next season for this whole thing, because I want those first-round picks that Sydney gave us to be
That's true.
really good.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see Charlie go bad. I'd love seeing Charlie play. I wanted him to do well, not too well. Not too well, but I want them to be bad because it helps us in the long run. So, what do you think? What are your thoughts as a neutral?
I do pretty much win-win.
Yep. And that's when
Honestly.
you know it's a good deal.
Yeah.
When both fans are bickering about it online, you know it's a good deal.
Yeah. I did feel for Carlton fans. I was with my mate Jono, who's a Carlton fan, and I felt sad about Jack Steele. And I thought, oh shit, in comparison, you must be pretty gutted. Like, it hurts when people like that leave your club.
It hurts when you get left.
Yeah.
Like when someone leaves you.
Yeah.
And it's not even a case of it's not you, it's me. But, it's like them saying, no, it definitely is just you.
Yeah.
So TDK just said, no, it's you.
Yeah.
Sauce said, no, it's you. Charlie said, no, it's you. That hurts to be broken up with 3 times.
Yeah.
And good players. So
Yeah, you have
So-
been broken up with a lot.
had the worst year with this club.
But it looks not bad now. Your trade period now, your draft. I'm starting to think,
It looks okay.
could have if you were, if you were. I'm surprised because it felt like Carlton are just so mismanaged.
Yep.
From start to finish.
We're just bleeding out.
But I kind of go, oh, maybe things have changed. Like,
Yeah. Well, maybe things
could
have
have been
changed here. Things have changed. So I don't mind. Like, it is what it is. Robbie Durazio was just fist pumping out of the rooms after the trade went down. And you just know he's celebrating hard. Just facilitated one of the greatest trades that we'll ever see.
Did it well too.
Did it really well.
Point.
Respectful.
Didn't- yeah.
No pointing. No where the fuck's Ruffy.
Yeah.
Like, not his fault. No leaking.
No.
I'm sure he probably is a leak, but not leaking on the day in front of cameras so everyone knows you're a rat and a leak. He did it really well. Graham Wright also was a dog in that room when Sydney and Carlton, they went in Carlton's room to it was the final offer. What do you think? Let's get a handshake. Then we'll walk down to the AFL's room and sign this thing off. Graham Wright, dog, has been a great dog so far. Him saying, literally listening to Sydney, looking at them, and then just shaking his head, and then Sydney start walking around the room to shake hands. Everyone gets up. Graham Wright sitting down and just shaking a hand like that is the biggest dog. Graham Wright's a real one. I like his attitude.
Yeah.
I like that he's not playing any games with us. Like, we need a dog like him in our club to
That's true.
to not fuck around and to get this thing on the right track. So I love that he did that. And Blues fans went a bit crazy online, no doubt, for sure. So I'm saying I'm okay with it. I'm not saying I wasn't angry at all. Like, I was angry for a brief moment. All the emotions of grieving. I had those. So first it was like, fuck you, I'm buying 2 tickets so I can rotate it, call it time to boo from both ends of the cheer squad. Then it was like sad about Charlie, like, oh, this is so bad. Like, he's won common medals and he's like one of our best players and I'm going to miss him so much, like his cheeky smile. And then it was back to, no, fuck you. Don't even give a goodbye post. Like, nah, screw him, he doesn't deserve it. And now I'm very much like, okay, well, he's gone and I've got to move on.
Coming to terms with it.
Yeah.
So you weren't numb at any point because that's a step.
I think I'm numb now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't feel a lot. And no doubt I'll get angry again.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do. It's the roller coaster of gravy goes up and down. So no doubt by lunchtime today I'll be having, I don't know, something for lunch and I'll just be like spitting salad everywhere and going, this is the worst ever. But it is what it is.
And then you'll probably have a day where you don't want to recognise it. Go, no, I don't think he hasn't gone.
No, he'll come back.
Yeah, he's coming
He'll come
back.
back.
Yeah.
He just wants a break.
Yeah.
Just wants a mini break. So that's okay. That's all right. It is what it is, as I said. And unlike the Merritt situation, we knew exactly what was happening here. And we didn't want that for next year. We don't want that animosity.
No.
We'll take the 3 first-round picks, take Will Hayward. So I actually just feel, in all this, I feel bad for Will Hayward. Will Hayward didn't want to leave. He was exploring his options when he got to free agency last year. I think it was free agency, and said I want to stay in Sydney. And then when Sydney approached him about this whole Charlie Curnow thing, Will Hayward turned around his man and said, I don't really want to leave. And then went back again and saying, okay, we have to make this work somehow. Unfortunately, someone's got to go, and it's not going to be Isaac Heaney. It's not going to be Gordon. So would you? And then so he's back in the corner. What is he going to say? So he had to make the move. He comes down to Carlton. I have no doubt that he's getting that absolute cash to make a move, get some few more dollars on that contract as well. So a deal that both teams should be happy with.
He's a
I
good
think
player.
So. I think so, yeah. He's a great player. He's a great, solid player. He comes into our team and makes us better already. Charlie, so when Charlie did that funny thing where he was just looking around to see what happens in Sydney, and that just happened to be inside Sydney HQ.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I just have a look around to see what happens and I'm like in the Gold Coast merch store. And then inside like the change rooms and stuff and like seeing your ex and it's really weird. So when he was doing that funny thing where he was just seeing around, looking around to see what happens, he obviously did all his media stuff.
Yeah.
Where he had put the Sydney Guernsey on, they filmed it, and then they could release that to the members and fans when this deal was always going to go through. So his first bit of content to Sydney fans, he almost made a huge blunder here. Let's play it.
Fans can't wait to get involved and come up to Sydney and looking forward to playing with all the other boys. Hopefully we get to catch up soon. Go the Mighty Bloods. I think that's right.
I think that's right.
Go the Mighty Bloods. Now, I know a few Sydney fans. I've never
Mighty Bloods?
I've never ever been with a Sydney fan watching a game or talking about their football team. They've gone, oh, the Mighty Bloods. He almost said Mighty Blues.
Well, you're right. It's very close.
Yeah.
The BL, I forgot about that.
He almost slipped on a Mighty Blues. It would be one of the all-time blunders, first impressions. And then him saying, can't wait to see you all and catch up. You're not seeing it, remember?
Catch up.
Very nervous by him. I get
from
that.
what?
I get that. And just in the red and white, it's going to take a longer time for everyone, I think, to fear. But him saying, go the Mighty Bloods, that should be their new tagline.
The Mighty Bloods.
Every emotion should be Mighty Bloods. So, it was a close call there.
Because,
Close call.
yes, because you do, yes, I'm just trying to dissect it. I've never heard Go the Mighty Bloods, but I've definitely heard the Mighty Blues.
Yep.
Like a lot.
Oh, yeah, we are the Mighty Blues.
So that's clearly what he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always heard Swannies fans go Swannies!
Right.
Come on, Swannies! That's what down South Melbourne, a few crazies down there.
Oh, yeah.
There's one guy in Swans gear who you just know got so high last night. After
Really?
this deal went
Okay.
down because he's in the back alley doing stuff. He screams down Clarendon Street, "Up the Swannies!" That's his thing. I don't know if he can say anything else other than that, but every time I see him, shoes off, and poor guy, I feel bad for the situation, but he yells, "Go Swannies," like you wouldn't believe.
Well, sometimes there's nothing else to say,
Hey, sometimes when you get that hit, you just go, "Oh, the Swannies!"
You
just
get
got
the
it.
message.
You do. So Carlton's little departure message, which everyone does it. Like all these clubs do these little Instagram posts to just acknowledge that they've been at the club. And that's probably salty when they're making them.
Mm-hmm.
The caption they put for Charlie, where it was like, "Thank you, Charlie, for 10 years of service." That's a massive screw you.
Yeah.
That's and I said on the post, it's like when your parents used to say, "I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed in you." Yeah. That's so bad. That's cold. Because Charlie and his fiance and his team are reading that in the family going, "Oh, these guys hate our guts."
Mm-hmm.
That's cold.
And he's a Curnow. He loves the club. Like, really. Like,
think about Charlie. Charlie is so unfazed by everything. He wouldn't even know that post exists or what's going on online. He wouldn't even know. He wouldn't even know that exists.
No, that's true.
He would be so unfazed by everything. He would be like, "Oh, the Carlton fans hate me." That's weird. I wouldn't even know. Like, he doesn't care at all. The guy just wants to surf, tan, and play football.
Totally get it. He's in the
probably
right
in that
spot.
order.
Yeah.
So that's all he wants to do. So it's all gone down. Also, we said we got Ollie Flore in that deal as well. So he was also tied up in the first part of that deal. When
Were you surprised at how that worked out? I don't know.
Well, Sydney needed to do it to clear the cap space because they couldn't afford Charlie with that cap hit.
I get that, though, but I'm surprised it's just... Like, why wasn't it left in the original deal?
Because Nick Austin 316 started cooking.
Right.
He started cooking here. So I think it was one of those ones where... I don't know. I can't remember the first deal. It was 2 firsts and Florent and Hayward. Mm-hmm. So Nick Austin 316 said, no, I don't like that at all. You can rework the Charlie one, but we still want Ollie Florent. They're always big on Ollie Florent. So for them to do a separate deal and get him for a future third, was it?
Yeah, that rings a bell.
I think that was just Nick Austin just cooking to make sure the Charlie deal was a premium because, like a Henry Huswaite, it was like, okay, if you throw your name in there to make this thing look better than what it is.
Yeah.
Ollie Florent, good player. It was a great play in their grand final run.
Yeah.
I think he came 7th to BNF. Yeah. He can still play. Who comes in our half back line right now and makes us better immediately. So he was just thrown out. I like that, but Nick Austin 316, Graham Wright, the Blues, regardless of how bad and how arse we are on field, we absolutely cooked this trade period.
Yeah.
So we entered trade period with no first round picks. Now we got a couple there because unfortunately TDK and Sauce broke up with us. But to have none going into trade period and to walk out with 6 first round picks, Will Hayward, Ben Ainsworth, Ollie Florent, Liam Reedy, and Campbell Chesser. That's cooking. Mm-hmm. Now, I know we lose Charlie Curnow, but as a team, that's a better team. Because Carlton notoriously has been for a long time 6 superstars and a bunch of guys. Mm-hmm. But now it feels like, hey, we have some guys all over the field now that might be able to come together and be a better team. And we also really want Cribber to still be Cribber and Sammy Walsh to get right and Harry Mackay to lead the forward line and Jacob Wiedering to be Jacob Wiedering. It feels like now those 6 guys don't need to do everything and the other 18 can just kind of chip in and be really solid dudes, which is great.
But you go into next year, no Doherty, no Sauce,
well,
no TDK.
Negative Nancy. Negative Nancy.
It's a lot. It's a lot, buddy. I love the positive attitude. In fact, I almost don't want to talk like this because I would love to foster more of a positive vibe here in the office. But you've lost a lot, mate.
I hope Charlie gets what's coming to him.
You've lost a lot. The exciting thing is, whether it works or whether it doesn't, you've got a different looking team next year. And I think that that's exciting.
Just all I want from this team.
Yeah.
I'm 33.
Mm-hmm.
I will die. Like, that's just life.
Yeah.
Just give me one before I die. Is that too much to ask? I just need to get to a place where we get close to that. And this feels like maybe like we're a better team, but it might be a step backwards next year. But they have to be cooking something. They have 6 future firsts. I don't believe that they'll let Cripper retire without some kind of success. I don't believe that they're going to go and rebuild again, given we've been rebuilding for 30 years. I think 316's cooking something. Mm-hmm. I think those futures they got in, they'll use one at the draft or two at the draft here, whatever they have. But I think the others that are in the future, they're cooking something here to bring a superstar in. So there's something happening. I think we have better names on our team list. Charlie Curnow, TDK, so some big names. Fuck, we're fucked, aren't we?
You think you've got better names now? I don't know about that.
We have more names.
You've got how many names do you want? We've got heaps.
It's going to be a long year. I try to spin all this into some kind of positive thing. We're arsed still, aren't we? We're going to suck so bad.
Well, I'm excited for Jagger Smith to come back.
Yep. Forgot about him.
And sort of learn a bit more about him. So
Yeah.
that's exciting.
Keen. Yep. Absolutely keen.
You know.
Keen for McGovern to fucking butcher it down back too.
Yeah, that'll be good,
That'll
won't
be
it?
sick. So, you know what I am? I'm positive now. And like I said before, you get to the point where it gets close to the season. You go, I'm so excited. Then you get to round 3 and you go, fuck, this team sucks.
Yeah.
I know exactly why I hate this team so much. But that's okay. That's the exciting part of everything here going
That's
on.
life.
So that's life. So let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays. All those calendars that have Charlie Curnow in them that have been sold. Oh, and the children.
Didn't think of that.
Someone think of the children, please. They've changed it to, it's like junior membership straight away. They changed it from Charlie's Crew or whatever it was called to junior membership now.
Yeah.
So the pencil cases. Just get a big fat Carlton sticker over them
Yeah.
just to make up for it. That's sad for the kids. Those poor 20,000 kids. So, let Nick Oxon 316
Oh, well.
cook. Let him go. We'll deal with it next year when we think about what's going to happen and how sad we're going to be.
We'll learn
Close to
pretty
the season.
quickly, won't we?
We'll learn.
We'll learn.
Tell you who's cooking always has been cooking on track. Taking his pots, his pans, his strainers, his utensils, his ladles, his wooden spoons up to the Gold Coast. What a deal. I'm telling you, this is finally like he gets out of Melbourne, which is massive. He was in a prison cell, very much like what Zach Merritt was at Essendon. Now gets to the Gold Coast. Gold Coast Suns are officially a wagon.
Terrifying.
The Queensland football is just so scary. To go play up there against either the Suns or Brisbane is terrifying for the league. So
Fuck, you're right, really. If I go, Saints have to go to Queensland and play, who'd you rather play? It's
Yeah.
always
How
been
about-
like, well, Suns, obviously,
Yeah.
but I don't know now.
how about neither?
Yeah.
There's an option to just have a forced buy for this game. Both teams up there are doing some things, especially for the Gold Coast small market team to land a big fish, biggest signing since Gary Ablett Jr. Like to do that for a small market who don't really love football, they'll go if it's like a bit overcast. But to go up there now and have like Christian Petrarca, who is 30, still a very good player in a place where he wants to play. He lines up with Anderson, you have Rao, you have Miller, Jared Witts, and now Petrarca. Good night, league. Like that is terrifying. It's over for the league. It's completely over. Like that is just, and they get two of the best guys in the draft because they're academy kids, Ezekiel and Dill Patterson, I think. They also add Jamara for pick 74.
So a Jamara, Ben King forward line, terrifying.
Terrifying. Midfield, terrifying. Down back, scary. Got Mac Andrew and Collins. They are literally the league's worst nightmare. They're going to destroy us. I really want to run back to them because they look so attractive right now. I've got a team that I'm trying to praise and mold into something I want them to be. And then I've got an actual my ex there who is just got smoking hot. And I'm going, what have I done?
They're standing in front of you saying, do you want some?
Yeah. Yeah. Naked. And said, you know what? Yeah, Daddy does. But Daddy got a ring on it.
Yeah.
I'm actually forced to this team, but very much like what I'm seeing here. They're so good. They're so attractive right now. So it's just crazy what they're going to do here. I love that. I love this for Trac because he gets out of this toxic place and he's just been playing football and we saw he was emotional against that Geelong loss during the year where he spat the mouthguard out. Now getting to a place where he can be himself in a fresh environment. He's going to put more effort in. His cooking will get better for sure up there. We know the acai bowl market's huge there. I have no doubt you'll see on track acai bowls pop up in Burleigh somewhere. He can walk down the street, not even people won't even know who he is. Like that's a whole thing for him
He
to
won't
get there.
know himself.
He won't know himself. And also, he's now the third best mid in that team. So he doesn't have to be the guy.
It's true.
Rao's the guy. Anderson's the guy. Petrarca's just there feasting on whatever he has to do. So he'll go under the radar. Not that he'll ever do that or they'll ever do that now. They have an absolute wagon of a team. But he's the third guy. He doesn't need to be the guy anymore. It's huge. It's absolutely massive. I love what they're doing here. I think the Suns are just... And Dimmer as well. Like everything in the last 2-3 years feels like they're back big time.
Yeah. Biggest signing ever getting Dimmer, I reckon. You look at it and he's just changed everything.
Dimmer's a way better signing than Gaz.
Yeah.
And when Dimmer signed and said he had his first press conference and said 80% of our premiership team is in this room right now, he wasn't lying.
No.
He's just fixed the other 20% over the last few years. Rioli, and then you get Trac, And then like Destination Club up there. I love what they're cooking up. I love the fans going to be around it. I think they're going to be so dangerous. He looks good in the red too. Even Jamara looked good as well. If Jamara can turn himself around in this new contract, which are, so many incentives and want for him to be good and be better as a person and a footballer, ripping up that contract they had at Dogs, which is $950,000 on it, to a contract which was reportedly around $200K, still a lot of money, but incentive based, and for a player who now has to work himself back into a team and back into what he can be. And if he can be anything like he was when he was at the Dogs in that year where he kicked 40, 50 goals, next to Ben King, who Ben King's now the guy, like Jamara could be anything.
Yeah, of course he could.
It literally could be anything. And I hope he turns it around and gets himself right and gets back into football mode and to being Jamara, which I think he will. This is scary for the league.
Got to say, it's very, very difficult to feel bad for someone on $200,000 a year. Like, that is a lot of cash. But I was thinking about it. I went, fuck, he's like, that is still a massive difference in pay. Like,
It's huge.
He will notice that.
And a lot of people rag on Jamara saying, oh, he's done it to himself, and probably, rightly, has.
Yeah. No, of course.
But for him to make a move to, okay, I need to get out of Melbourne. I'm going to rip up and get rid of $750,000. I'm going to go to the Gold Coast and be with Dimmer, be with Jared Harbaugh, be with these guys that put the pillars around me to be great. That's him making that call. So he wants to be great. So we know that now. So for him to go into an environment and now get himself to round 1 next year where he'll be fit, he'll be in football for the last 6 months, he'll have the structure around him, people want him in the club. Doggies didn't want to bar of him. And he didn't want to be there. He'd go to a training session, then go for 4 weeks, then be back. Like this weird situation where they kind of wanted to help him, but then didn't want to help him.
Yeah.
And then Pick 74 gets it done, so clearly didn't respect him enough. I love it. I love what the Suns do. I love the Suns taking a risk on it because they're in fuck it mode. You've been getting beaten up for 15, 16 years. Yeah. You go into fuck it mode to make something work.
Well, it's win-win, that deal, really.
Yep. Yeah. Worst case scenario, he blows up and then he's done.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, he turns into Jamara, and now you've got Jamara for $200K, and it costs you pick 74.
Yeah, so
cooking. So I love that as well. So and for the D's as well, like they did well. He picked 7, 8, and a first round pick next year. That's a good deal.
Not too many people lost this trade period.
A lot of people won. I mean, Tom Petroro definitely lost.
Well,
he might have lost his career.
Yes.
Yeah, and weight for sure.
Weight.
Up and down steps.
Sure.
Yeah, lost a lot of walking.
Yeah,
those 40,000 steps. So he definitely lost, but everyone feels like they won here. The D's, they cooked up here and cleaned. They cleaned up the whole club, which feels like in the space of 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Stephen King signs.
Yeah.
And then they offload Trac here because he wanted to go, and the culture of that was really bad. Then they tell Stephen May that he's got to go. Now that didn't work out, but I don't even know if Stephen May plays next year. Does Stephen King just say, earn your stripes, train, show me what you got, and then if you don't have what I want you to have, then you play VFL. It's kind of like, okay, whatever it is, what it is in that situation. But then Clary then goes as well. So Clary now finds his new home. They get half or more than half his contract off their books. He goes to the Giants for, a future third in the end? Mm-hmm. And Melbourne are eating half his salary. So the Giants win that. That's a great move for the Giants. Him in that midfield again, new surrounding, gets up to Sydney. And Giants have been, you know how Geelong used to be the rehab of like players who kind of maybe lost their way a bit? Stringer, Hogan.
True.
Clary, so they've got that about them. Adam Kingsley is just so scary, so no doubt he'll just frighten him if he goes outside the barriers of what he has to go and do and be. So I love that for as well for the Giants. That's a big move for them.
Yeah,
it's big
huge.
for the market.
Yeah,
it's big. So they've wanted that. As you said last episode, if you had told us that Clary was going to go for a future third 2-3 years ago,
nuts,
would have said you're an absolute moron. There's no way, but it's happened that way. I don't think D's fans are upset about it. I think they're more upset about the days of Clary and Trac being together.
Sure.
And the images come flooding back of them winning the flag together. And when, Clary said that interview where they were 2 goals up in the grand final against the Dogs during COVID, and everyone was like, let's put the cue on the rack, and then Trac was like, nah, fuck it, let's put the foot on the throat. Like that kind of imagery comes flooding back. Like those days are done. It's done. But it's a fresh start.
You've also now got Jack Steele, who will do the job for you.
Late yesterday, Jack Steele not wanting to go. Made it very clear, not once but twice, that I'm the captain of this club for now. Going to change for sure because Cal Wilkie getting paid, going to be the captain soon, but didn't want to leave Ross the Boss. And his weird relationship with Ross the Boss now probably started when we got a little feeling that it was weird and not going down the right path when he was sub.
Yes.
And you try to downplay it like, no, it's all good. He just needs a rest. So that started it. Then he goes for literally a packet of chips, a 2027 third rounder. And I get that, Saints fans, you can't, and St Kilda, you can't keep everyone while trying to have everyone. Like some stuff has to fall or float over the top of the bucket. But your captain?
I would have thought we could have got something.
I hope you're happy with yourself, mate.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're reasonable about it.
Oh,
I
I
am
mean,
going to come here and saying, yeah, but that's just Ross being cheeky.
oh, Ross was cheeky. I liked it. Did you see him speak in front of the media yesterday?
Is this his 1 minute of him just talking and signing out?
Yeah,
Ciao.
he went, goodbye. Bye. It was very good.
I know.
Yeah,
Thoughts, feelings?
I get it. I actually do get it. And I would prefer Steele to leave than us have him in the VFL and not playing.
That's a worse side.
That would have made me sad.
Yeah.
Seeing him as emergency or sub and whatever else. So
Yeah.
I respect the fact that we've gone, we go and still play footy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to miss him.
I mean,
You know?
I think it was. I'll be saying, fan. It just felt like that was just really weird. 2027 third rounder, and you're going to pay his salary to get
Well,
off
I'm
your books.
surprised
Like, it's
that we couldn't get something for him this trade period, or even next.
I just,
like,
man, poor Jack's been there, and a bit like Paddy Cripps, just eating so much shit for years, and then you finally get good. You finally bring in some pieces where you go, hey, maybe we don't win the flag, but we'll be around them. We'll be good. Like, we have enough pieces now to be really competitive and really good right now. And you're not part of it, and you get traded for a 2027 third rounder, and you're the captain of the footy club. It's a Ross the Boss gone rogue. And we'll get Ross the Boss in here, hopefully before we go away on break, just to talk about things, and we want to pick his mind because he's one of the best. But that felt weird.
yeah, there's something else there, isn't there?
There is.
Surely.
Something going on there. So they do that. Melbourne make that move, get the captain from St Kilda. They also go against CJ from Hawthorn. So they lose Judd McVee. They need to pace off the half back line. CJ brings that. If someone said he was like 7th, 8th behind in the Hawthorn list of depth on half backers or midfielders or wings, wherever it was, and that's probably true. But then Melbourne go and get him. Now, the thing about him is, what did Melbourne just lose? They lost a DJ who shit himself.
Okay.
DJ Shitboy. CJ sounds like DJ. CJ is a DJ. Now, I'm not sure if CJ DJ has ever shit himself behind the decks, but if he has, Melbourne lose DJ Shitboy but get a new CJ DJ Shitboy.
They know what they're doing.
We get a new CJ DJ Shitboy. You lose one, you get one back. That's great stuff. That's great. I also like him in the Melbourne colour. I think he'll be great down there. Half back line. So he gets there as well. Also got Max Heath. So a lot of stuff. The best move I think Melbourne did over the whole trade period was their new admin on socials.
Could not agree more.
Have you seen Melbourne's new admin just cooking?
Yeah.
From a club, which we said at the start of the year, very traditional, like Carlton, we've got long-standing members who, like, they know what they like. They like the most boring stuff ever. Like, let's keep it really bland. Let's not do this social media shit. To now being a phase where it's like, hey, we can make memes.
Yeah.
We can do, like, remixes. Like, we can do music on reels and so we can kind of have a personality.
Yeah.
Whoever the admin is at Melbourne, best signing you've had.
Yeah.
It's great.
Because they're not even really pushing the envelope, but
No.
it's just from where they were.
Noticeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Someone at Melbourne has got a personality.
You got to respect it, though, because someone has gone, we're falling behind a bit here. Like-
Someone's definitely gone, hey, have you seen Dan Does Footy just rip us to shreds about
Yeah.
our admin? And it's boring as shit. Carlton's going to do that.
Oh, they won't change.
They won't. They don't know I
there's-
exist.
no.
I generally think that they'll clap at my funeral. I think when I get lowered to the ground, Carlton will go, you'll just hear in the background. And it'll be fucking Vossi just clapping us up with sunnies on.
To be fair, maybe even the club could put you in the ground so they can let you down one more time.
There it is. There it is. I am going to die, aren't I? It's something
everything
unpredictable,
all
but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's hard. Yeah.
Everything all good?
Pretty good, yeah. I think the whole Charlie thing's coming back. You know the
Sure,
grieving stages? I'm
sure.
back to being sad again.
Oh, right. Yep.
Yep. So haven't thought about dying since Poppy came out the Vajayjay.
What?
That was my first thought when Poppy. Oh my God. That's the first thought when Poppy came out.
Oh, that you're...
I was like, okay, well, I'm just dying now, aren't I? That's cool. Because, mate, you see new life come into the world and you go, okay, my life doesn't really matter anymore and I'm
Sure.
on a ticking time bomb on a planet that's rotating at the speed of knots.
Yes, but you're not
Right.
going to die like now.
You don't know.
Well, true.
I could walk outside right now for a coffee. Hey, anyone want a latte?
Yeah.
And then just a garbage truck just goes,
Yeah. But not because
and that's goodbye,
Poppy
guys.
was born. Like,
B. Ollie does footy. Unless Poppy ordered the hit.
that would be her fault.
Who knows? All right, let's not talk about me dying anymore. Let's talk about Royal Marshall not getting out of St Kilda. So,
Not going to happen, baby.
Ross the Boss not mucking around.
Nope.
So Geelong came with the first round initially, then came with the first rounder and a future second rounder and still said no. Ross again, bit like, well, she said, this is what we said. We're sticking by our guns. I also love that he's going to go back to them, and you're in a good situation, Ro.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have the most deadly duo of rucks, which swap between ruck and forward, in a team that is now being built and bought to be good right now, again, after a long time. There are worse places to be. He could be Essendon right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's in a win-win situation and getting paid still. Like, great situation.
Yeah.
Great situation.
I would have been really disappointed if we just didn't even get a year to see how it works.
Yeah.
I think that's the exciting thing. So,
I think it's all Royal Swans.
yeah, exactly right.
Just to see. And it might not. It might be like what Max Gawn and Brodie Grundy were. And that's fine.
And we'll deal with that next year.
But at least see it.
Yep.
Or it might be the best thing where Roe Marshall goes forward and him and TDK kick between them. 40 goals.
Yep.
35 you'll take. And it works perfectly. So we'll wait and see. So he doesn't go there. Jai Simpkin also didn't get out of North. Now, that wasn't spoken about. I think Jai Simpkin got a massive reality check that no one really wants Jai Simpkin unless he's at North Melbourne. I don't even think North Melbourne fans want Jai Simpkin to lose. 4-year deal. They said they
what
wanted
Collingwood offer? It was like a
future second.
yeah.
After North said we want 2 first rounders.
Well, I mean, Steele did that. We got the Steele deal over the line.
I saw someone say that Jai Simpkin's their most generous player all the time because he always donates the ball back to the opposition. And that's why they reckon he's the most generous guy in the world.
So North, I didn't quite realise this. Where they're not on Simpkin.
I don't think it. I think like he's the captain, but I think a lot of people want Harry as captain.
Sure.
And
Well,
then
yeah, I
Jai
totally
was probably
get
just
that.
captain because North have been so irrelevant for a long time that it was like, who's our best player here? It's probably Jai Simpkin at the time.
Yeah, totally.
And no doubt he's a good leader. You have to be a good leader to be a captain. But like there could be people coming through right now, Harry Sheasel, who want the captaincy. And then the value, like the market told Jai Simpkin and North what they should think of Jai Simpkin. Because if it wasn't Collingwood, there was no other interest in him. So Jai Simpkin isn't who North think Jai Simpkin is. And now, unfortunately, and I don't like saying it, Jai Simpkin isn't who Jai Simpkin think he is. He's a solid guy, but he's not a 2 first round guy.
No.
If Zach Barrett's not a 3 first round guy, like maybe you are a future second guy.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad
Good
thing.
point,
That's
yeah.
not a bad thing, but that's what the market told him. So that happened. Kellarchi didn't get to Brisbane.
Yep.
So this one, getting walked to the preseason draft as well after we thought it was going to be who budges first. Will it be Brisbane or the Crows on what Brisbane wanted, which was pick 1, or the first round pick, which was pick 16. Adelaide said, no, he's a future second. Both just said, hey, we've both got massive nuts. Let's walk away and walk this in the draft. And they've done that. So Ben Williams, after the trade period had ended, came out swinging on Trade Radio.
Can either of you address that?
Zero chance, Tom. He's leaving. He's going to Adelaide. He's committed to get to the Adelaide Footy Club. Adelaide used the best endeavours to facilitate a trade. Wasn't Brisbane's liking, so the only avenue for Cal to get there is through the pre-season draft, and that's what he'll do.
Did you let him down by not getting this deal done? Bloke who's wanted to come to your club for months.
I don't think we let him down. We put our best foot forward. We think it was a fair and reasonable deal, which I think's obviously out there publicly already. So we're disappointed for Cal and his family, but he's committed to us. We're committed to him. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to take the long route now. So certainly disappointed for him, but yeah, that's the way it goes.
So that's where we're at. That's where we're at.
So can you explain the pre-season draft?
The preseason draft is if it's used for anyone who, like in this situation of a cow, can get walked to it, or if you want access to players there, you go through the preseason draft and take them. So traditionally what happens is delisted guys go through the preseason draft.
Yeah.
There's not enough value there for a trade. So it's like fringe players on a list who might have some value, but you don't know the value until you get the trade period, and then they get delisted. Preseason draft is where clubs go, oh, Daniel Gowen's been delisted. Let's get him through the preseason draft. You get him there for day 1 of preseason. Like it's very much just another way to get to where a player wants to get to, or it's a scrap heap,
Yes.
which you pick up out of. So the draft is kids.
Yeah.
This is a scrap heap of just things.
And then do clubs have a separate list of picks for the preseason draft, or you use your same draft order in the preseason
No,
draft?
it's a different preseason draft.
Got ya.
Yeah.
Got
I'm pretty
ya.
sure. I'm pretty sure it is. I have to confirm, but I'm pretty sure it's a different set. You don't use your national draft picks for the preseason draft.
Got ya.
It's just
a separate thing.
Yeah. So in the preseason draft, it's Eagles that have pick number 1 because us
Yep.
and the AFL wants to help him out. So everyone's saying, oh, but he'll just go to West Coast, or anyone before Adelaide will just pick him up. It doesn't work like that because Adelaide now set the price on his head. So when they see a player, they go, you kind of bid on that player, and Adelaide will go, Curnow, preseason draft nominee, will put his salary, which is a 5-year deal, they'll front end that and scare everyone away. So if he's, say just for number's sake, say it's like 5 over 5 and it's 2.5, they'll say, okay, well, first year $1 million. and every other team has to match that
Got ya.
to take him. Otherwise, so now that's what they'll do. They'll just walk him through preseason draft.
Well, the exciting thing is, from what I know, Port have a pick ahead of the Crows.
Imagine that, and Port have money as well.
Well, and consider it, like, he's been saying a lot of, I just want to go to Adelaide. I want to go home. Like,
Didn't specify which Adelaide.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So-
Well, start the car, brother. Get in the back seat. Yeah, crazy. So that will happen there. Big, and by Brisbane as well. Brisbane farewelled him at the BNF. So I get Brisbane are trying to get value, and he's a back-to-back premiership player, and he's a good, solid role player. Like, he was great in the grand final. Went to a wing on Dempsey and shut him down. But then to farewell him, but also argue over 10 pick spots between a middle first and a future seconds. Come on. Very weird. Very weird. So that'll happen as well. A couple other guys that moved that probably didn't get the attention that I would like them to get. Finbar Maley.
Sure.
Big Moose. Goes from North to Adelaide. And that's good by Adelaide because they know Tex is going to be wrapping up soon, and he probably becomes the third head in the three-headed beast.
Okay.
Which I rate that. Saw his highlights package and can get up. Can jump.
We know you're a sucker for him.
I'm a sucker for a highlights package. If a highlights package looks good, I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm all in. Because I had a great highlights package. But it was very much
That's serious.
It's
You
like
did.
it's like 75 seconds of just anything or everything good that happened, which I get that they are, but it's a good highlights package is hard to go past. It really is. So he gets to Adelaide from North. Also Patrick Reshko from Geelong to Richmond, pick 99. Coffee machine was broken, for sure.
Yeah.
But people are saying this guy at the VFL dominated. This guy could be a stud. This guy could be like a 10-time Australian. Now, I don't know if that's Geelong fans or Richmond fans just trying to drive up the value and the hype of this thing, but people are saying, look out for Patrick.
Okay,
He can do some
alright.
things there.
Watch this
So that
space.
as well. So that was trade period. All the mayhem, all of that is all done. So I've done the thing where I've just ranked them.
Okay.
Who won trade period?
Got ya.
I've just done 1 to 8. So let's go through. The winner of trade period is Gold Coast Suns. In Trac, Jamal Uhagen, that makes him just an absolute wagon. As we said, they are scary, scary now. Trac joining that midfield is ridiculous. Jamara joining Ben King. Look out there. Second, St Kilda. Anytime you bring in TDK, Sauce, Liam Ryan, Sam Flanders, then keep Ron Marshall, now you're good. You're good. You're not, let's win a flag right now, but you're really good right now. Let's see how the dynamics of this team works. Let's see what game plan Ross the Boss has, because Ross the Boss has always been working with tools that haven't really suited him. He's got a fresh set of tools here, stuff that he can work with and be dangerous. That in itself is scary for the league, that Ross has weapons now. Third, Brisbane Lions. Back-to-back premiers, and you add Sam Draper and Oscar Allen. And you sign Will Ashcroft to a long-term deal. You're going to go and get Dan Annable from the draft. Like that's very good. That's a great, great trade period for you who've just won 2 flags to get those guys in. It's huge. Carlton, number 4. As I said, no first-round picks going into it. You come out with 6 first-round picks. You get Ben Ainsworth, Will Hayward, Ollie Florent, Liam Reedy, Campbell Chester. That's a big, big period for you guys. So you've come 4th there. Sydney Swans 5th. I know it's only Charlie Curnow, and you also have Jai Sarong there and Malcolm Rose Jr. as well, but Charlie Curnow makes you a premiership step right now. You're primed to get your September tickets. What is it now? October 16th? Just email the AFL saying, hey, I know it's early, but when can we get grand final tickets? That's where Sydney fans are at right now. Number 6, Giants. Clayton Oliver. I just like him in his midfield. I like his fresh start. I like him with Tom Green. I like him with Finn Callahan. That's in itself a scary midfield as well. That's an engine room there that can help facilitate outside users to Hogan, the forward line of Cabman. Like, that is a really good team, again, who keeps their premiership window open. 7th, surprising, West Coast Eagles. So they had pick 1. They got pick 2 through Oscar Allen. They get pick 13 as well, just in the draft as well. Brandon Starcevich and Tyler Young. Pretty good period for a team that's building, bringing youth in. Now got some guys as well can help the other guys get to speed really quickly. They've come 7th. And 8th, Melbourne. Pick 7-8, Brody Myercheck, Jack Steele, CJ, Max Heath. Max Heath works up to Max Gorn. CJ gives you some pace to the back line. Jack Steele is Clayton Oliver, but he actually defends. And Brody Myercheck is a forward that you guys have needed and screened for a long time. So you come 8th with pick 7-8 to help your young core, which you have a good young core coming through. You're 8th. And that's the trade. They're the trade, top 8. Well done to those guys. Well done to Carlton for being on top of the ladder as well. Or near the top of the ladder, top 4. It's nice. It's nice. So a crazy trade period, my friend.
There's a lot of
crazy
fun.
trade period. A lot to unpack now. Now we see how the dust settles. How does everyone fit their new homes? How do the fans react to players leaving, coming in? It's a lot to take in. A lot to spit out.
Yeah.
But we've got there in the end.
And hey, we've got the big one this Saturday. Saints Blues, AFLW.
Do we?
Yeah.
Speaking of AFLW, North Melbourne 21 in a row. So they play with another 2 rounds left after this. Have to confirm.
Yes.
There's another 2 rounds.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
they can get the record. They can break the record. The record is 23 wins in a row in AFL, VFL history.
Yeah.
If they can beat that, it's wild. It's obviously amazing. I didn't realize that on the 23rd, if they keep winning, on the game that would be their 23rd win, they play Hawthorn, who are second, who are really good. They've never played Hawthorn before, ever. Did you know that?
No. Wow.
They've never played them in the league.
That
Yeah. I
Really?
almost fell off my chair here when I heard that. Never
does that
played each
work?
other. Well, just the way the leagues run. I have no idea how no one's actually organised or scheduled them to ever play each other. So that's big. They're so good.
There you go.
North are crazy. They're good. So we'll tune in for that as well. Now we move forward that AFL is done. AFLW is still going. A lot of NFL stuff happening. NBA will ramp up soon as well, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're back
Yeah.
big time. We got sport coming out on our backside. So go forward, guys. Enjoy your day if you can. If you're Carlton fans, just wipe the tears away. Spend a bit of time in the bathroom today.
Yep.
Spend a bit of time. Just put some music on and just cry behind the music.
Yeah. Just practice in the mirror.
Yeah.
Force that smile, just sort of going, yeah, no, I'm good.
Make it work. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Go forward. We'll keep doing footy with you soon.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.